and welcome to part 2 of my Let's Play of Wasteland 3 on the PS4. So where we left off, we just met the Patriarch. We've just been attacked by what appears to be a faction called Dorsey's, and we're going to go and take over Peterson's Air Force Base, which in just a bit north of Colorado Springs, it would seem, and we're going to rebuild rebuild the desert ranges basically. So let's hop on in and find out what's going on.
Welcome, Rangers. I'm Marshal Darius Kwan, and this here's Sergei Greatsky.
Good to meet you, Rangers. Glad to see some friendly faces. Been rough around here these last few days. Dorsey's attacked us too. Snuck inside Colorado Springs and killed a lot of people. Situation's under control now. Mostly.
What were the Dulces after?
The Patriarch. Thank God they never got near him. He's the only thing keeping Colorado from tearing itself apart.
And sorry about these alarms. Something must have triggered the old security system. Trouble is, there's a bunch of angry robots guarding the computer that shuts them off. How you deal with them is your call. Your base, your rules.
Angry robots. Why are there angry robots?
Yeah, weird, huh? They weren't active when we looked the place over a few days back, but... let's talk after you kill the alarms. I can hardly hear myself think.
Alarm, 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 fire alarm. A warning to you in Uber. Visit a secure, government facility you commit trespassing against. If authorization or you will be penalized.
This base has been out of service for decades. Have you been on guard this entire time?
Servitors began active a week ago after a prolonged shutdown period. With power restored, we are prepared to destroy foul intruders such as yourself. Incorrect. Servitor Dark War Room. Because order was given to Dark War Room, you are foolish.
Your order was invalid. It's a century out of date.
You are invalid.
Well. Shit. Fuck. Well, poor robots. This terminal is dusty and old. When you press the power button, it flickers to life. The computer beeps and whirls for the first time in years. As you boots up, security alert flashes across the display. Every attempt to access the menu is met with command access only. Eventually you query the machine for command identity. It replies command empty, detonate new command. Put yourself as commander. A camera flashes above the monitor and terrible photos of your faces will slowly appear on the screen line by line. Command recognition security alert cancelled.
Well done, Rangers. Good to see the place up and running. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The reason you're here. As you may know, I have a daughter and 2 sons. Liberty, Valor, and Victory. 2 of them conspired against me, and the 3rd blackens the Buchanan name with every breath he takes. Consequently, I banished him. They've been skulking in the shadows ever since, but lately there's been rumors that I'm on my last legs. Lies, of course, but apparently my dear children believe them, and they've started making new plans.
So you need us to round them up.
Ain't you smart? I'm not worried about my children defeating me, Rangers. They won't. Not even Liberty. What worries me is the destruction they'll wreak as they fail. They'll tear my land and my people to shreds. They'll burn everything I've accomplished to ash. That's why they have to be stopped before they can start. That's why you, Rangers, have to find them and bring them home to me ASAP. And when I say bring them home, I mean bring them home alive. They're my blood. Kill them and we'll have a problem. Do I make myself clear?
Perfectly clear.
Good. Then let me tell you where they are. Victory's holed up in Aspen. Valor's under the protection of the Gippers in Denver. And Liberty's raising an army against me somewhere out on the Eastern Plains. Anything else you need to know?
We'll need more background on your kids before we go after them.
What do you want to know?
For one thing, you must have plenty of competent people. In why do you need us to deal with your children?
Divided loyalty, that's why. I trust my guards, but they don't leave my side. Ever. Everybody else is making plans for when I'm gone. The 100 families, the Gippers, the Marshals, they're all out for themselves. And they know my kids would make good figureheads, give them some legitimacy. Any Coloradan I send to bring Vic, Val, and Libby back home might think they'll get a better deal elsewhere. But not you. I'm the only one who can save your people. Nobody else can get supplies to Arizona before they starve to death. That's why it's you who's doing this. You've got the only loyalty that works. The loyalty of self-interest.
What should we know about Victory?
Boy's never been right in the head. Since he was a baby, he'd torture cats, terrorize the servants, set the house on fire, and he's only got worse. The things he's done to the women he finds. Anyway, I finally had enough and put the little monster under house arrest up in Aspen. Guess they weren't prepared because he escaped a while ago and then came back with a gang of freaks and turned the place into a slaughterhouse. Now he's on the radio, laughing about what he's gonna do to his hostages and daring me to come after him. He, claims he's captured some Rangers as well.
There are other survivors from our convoy. That's great news.
Don't get your hopes up. Vic likes to play with hostages. Might not be much left by the time you find them.
What kind of man is Valor?
Soft, spoiled, fiddled with computers all day instead of learning the arts of diplomacy and war. Finally packed him off when he accidentally crashed my security systems right before his sister's little coup attempt. Made him my official ambassador to the Gippers, hoping he'd do to their systems what he'd done to mine. That was a mistake. He took his revenge by convincing them to cut off oil shipments to my city. No oil means no heat, no light, and no food for my people. So getting Valor back and resuming oil shipments from the Gippers has to happen now.
So Valor isn't dangerous?
No, but the Gippers are tough and well armed, and Denver's a death trap.
Tell us about Liberty.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. Problem is, she'd run it as a goddamn slave state. Everyone in chains, everyone working for her. Wouldn't worry about her for now, though. Best to wait until you got a little more firepower. She's gonna be well protected.
Sounds like she was a born leader.
At least I raised one.
Thanks for the info. We'll do our best with them.
You'd better. Anything else?
We have a few things we'd like to ask about the Dorseys in the ambush.
Uh-huh.
Who are the Dorseys?
The last dregs of a treacherous family. Thought I'd wiped them out years ago, but mistakes linger, Rangers. I know that better than most.
Do you think Vic, Val, Liberty were behind the attack on our convoy?
Possibly. But I know the Dorseys from the old days. They don't take orders well. Then again, I wouldn't have guessed they'd have the guts to attack both you and Colorado Springs at the same time. So somebody put some fire in them.
Why did you say the ambush was your fault?
My staff and I coordinated the details of your arrival using coded transmissions on radio frequencies we thought were secure. Obviously, they were not. And you paid for it. I take full responsibility.
Alright, enough about the Dorseys.
Good. What else do you need?
You've been generous already, but all that we've lost is there a few things we could use here and now.
Name them.
We weren't able to save on much armor after the attack. We could use some protective gear. Well, we don't fire some guns and ammo would be appreciated.
Understandable. I'll have Joe send you a few things once we get back to Broadmoor Heights.
Thank you for the briefing, Patriarch.
Of course. Now, if you want a chance to impress me, maybe get a little payback, that call I got outside was from Sheriff Daisy, the head of the Marshals in Colorado Springs. She's having trouble rousting some Dorseys who have been holed up in the Garden of the Gods since their raid fell apart. Why don't you go give her a hand? Show us what the Rangers can do.
Sir, yes, sir.
That's what I like to hear. I expect great things from you, Rangers. Do good work. All right, let's move out.
He had a lot of people protecting him. Sneaky shit, it looks like. Fuck that up. First aid. Small arms, bring that all up to level 3. He's got outside.
Rangers, come talk to me when you've got a moment. Well, good job, Rangers. Nice to be able to hear ourselves think again. And now that it's quiet enough to talk, let me reintroduce you to the great Sergei Greatsky, who's going to be helping you with personnel.
Hi again, Rangers. Damn sorry about your people. But now that you're here, we'll do what we can to get you back on your feet and find you some new recruits. Just like the Patriarch promised you. And I already got you one of the best. Meet Marcelo Gonzalez, electronics wizard, radio technician, and former dispatcher for the Marshals. He'll be your radio operator.
Howdy, Rangers. While you were dealing with the alarms, I took the liberty of installing a combat AI in your vehicle. Should help you out. If you want to chat, I'll be in the operations room getting things up and running.
Cool.
Should be more recruits arriving soon. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad?
Speak with Sergeant Greatsky to hire new Rangers from your squad. You have 6 members. 4 could be Rangers, the other 2 slots can be filled by companions. Cool. Before we get to all that, we've got a few questions.
Of course. Ask away.
Can you and Quan tell us more about yourselves?
Well...
Well, Sergei won't blow his own horn, so I'll do it for him. He's Colorado's greatest war hero. Fought by the Patriarch's side from the beginning and saved the old man's life about 100 times, right, Sergei?
75. Tops. Now, let me tell you about Mr. Slick here. Nobody knows the streets and alleys of Colorado Springs, or the people that live there, better than dashing Darius Quan.
You're too kind, Sergei.
You 2 volunteered for this.
Yeah, I was getting a little itchy doing the same old in the Marshals.
And retirement was driving me stir-crazy. Just sitting around listening to the paint peel. I jumped at the chance to help you folks out.
You both seem eager to get to help a group of unknown outsiders. Why are you really here?
It's no lie that I've been looking to leave the Marshals, but you're right. That's not the whole story. The Patriarch asked me to keep an eye on you, so here I am.
And I am truly sick of retirement. But, yeah, I'm doing the Patriarch a favor too.
So you're spies?
Let's say liaisons. The Patriarch wants you to succeed, and he knows it's not going to be easy. You're strangers in a strange land.
You don't know the politics. You don't know the personalities. Who hates who? Where the bodies are buried.
That's where we come in. We're here to make sure you don't make too many rookie mistakes, step on the wrong toes. And yeah, we're supposed to report back to the Patriarch about how you're doing. But you didn't really expect to be left completely to your own devices, did you?
What's the deal with the alarms and the robots?
Not sure exactly. We came by a week and a half ago and it was stone quiet.
We were gonna get the place cleaned up before you got here. But then the Dorseys attacked the city, so it got put on the back burner.
Something must have triggered the security systems between then and now. Could have been anything.
How long has this place been abandoned?
Patriarch chased out the last big gang maybe 10 years back. Before that, all kinds of bandits, militias, and cults have lived here since the deluge.
Recently, it's been mostly outlaws and refugees. We should check around to see if there are any current occupants.
Don't worry, we
Could
will.
be what set off the alarms.
What's the deluge? We've been hearing that a lot.
Around these parts, we call the nuclear apocalypse the deluge of fire, because, well, that's what it was.
Noah's flood was the deluge of water. The nukes were the deluge of fire.
No, flood didn't happen, sunshine. But we won't. We'll debate semantics another time. What was the radio operator saying about putting a combat AI on our vehicle?
Gonzalez? He's a whiz with stuff like that. The AI will allow you to give the vehicle orders in combat without having to be inside it. Basically, it'll become another member of your squad.
That's all the questions we have for now.
Okay, what's next?
Let's talk about next steps.
Absolutely. We can talk about recruitment anytime. And if you meet talented people in your travels, don't hesitate to sign them up. Now, you're the boss here, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but getting this place up and running wouldn't be a bad place to start. That means surveying the base and finding specialists to staff it.
Surveying the base looks good. Sounds good.
Perfect. That'll give you a chance to see if any of the junk around here is worth keeping before I toss it all out. After that, you might want to give Sheriff Daisy a hand. If you impress her, maybe she'll hook you up with some specialists for the base. Anyway, your call. Colorado Springs is straight out the main gate. If you want to go to Denver or Aspen, just hop back in your car and go out the way you came in.
Cool. Okay, thanks for the info.
One sec. Forgive me for saying so, but I'm guessing you folks are gonna need as much help in the field as you will here in HQ. So, what if I joined your squad? At least until you find your feet.
What could you offer us?
Well, I know this city like the back of my hand. And this city knows me. My time in the Marshals means I've got connections and trusted informants everywhere. Plus, I'm a sure shot and a decent scrapper. And, though it hurts my civic pride to say it, there are places around here where those things might come in handy.
Thanks, we could use help.
Great. I'm at your disposal. Lead the way.
You recruit your first companion. Companions are a unique kind of squad member. Unlike rangers, you create companions are pre-made characters that have their own personality and agenda. Piss them off, and they could leave you high and dry. Yeah, we know that. Now, do that. He's machine gun now, I think. What does his gun do? Where's the cursor gone? Alright, 11 damage times 3. 7 and 8 damage times 3. Right. Oh, he's got kiss ass and sneaky shit. Okay. Right, let's get some more people in and then...
Rangers, good to see you.
These volunteers you mentioned, where are you getting them from?
Well, I've got friends in the Marshals, the Patriarch's Palace Guard, and some local militias. They've always got more folks wanting to sign up than they have positions for. So I asked my pals to send over everybody on their waiting lists. Now, some of these folks may be, less than top grade for sure. But most will be solid recruits, ready and willing to learn. You'll have to pick and choose.
We need to manage our... right. We need to manage our active rangers.
My advice is to put together a squad with complementary skills. Nobody can be great at everything. So, pick recruits who are good at things your current team isn't. And you can always round out your squad with folks you meet along the way. Keep that in mind when you're choosing from the recruits I've rounded up.
Right, let's get some new people. So, create a custom character. Yeah, Luke sounds good. He's going to be my head. He's going to be my melee character.
We can handle this.
Coming.
Here comes the...
They've
spotted us.
New targets incoming.
They see us.
Damn.
Dean,
Are we going?
let's
Get ready.
get ready.
Get ready.
Ready for weapon. Give him bladed. Attributes. quirk is medical marvel.
We can handle.
Come and get.
Come and get it.
Uh-oh. They have us at a disadvantage.
Enemies alerted.
New targets incoming.
Going to be my sniper. Crit chance. She's going to be a sniper. God.
There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
Let's take a trek around, shall we?
Pretty grand in here. Maybe you could make it your trophy hall or museum or something. Or a handball court.
To attack. I really don't like this PlayStation system. Oh, fuck's sake.
Need an antidote.
Curse. Should be alright. Personal logs. There are a few logs here that are expected from a base of this size. Many have suffered data corruption and are unrecoverable, but you find a few that are legible. Personal log, Colonel Fawcett, 22nd of March 1998. The world ended yesterday. Our missile defense system saved Colorado Springs, but Denver is gone, and we can't make contact with anyone outside the state. Discipline will keep my men in line, but we've only got a few days until the civilians panic. We need to prepare to hold out until we can reconnect with Washington. Filtering tools help you from cold, routine and wholly corrupted reports. You may need a computer expert to access files. 7th of July, 7th of April 2000. Report 001 classified information purge initiated. Report 002 erasure complete. Command cleared. Fully autonomous security system activating in T-minus 30 minutes. Report 003 intrusive movement detected from outer perimeter monitoring. Report 004 intruders retreated without engagement monitoring. 26th of May 2009. Report 15 intrusive movement detected from outer perimeter monitoring. Report 16 quadruped creature identified as non-hostile monitoring depolarized. Creature remains. Creature departs. Incidents monitored without engagement. 1,846 incidents involving security responses. 22nd for 1st 2010. Report 98 intrusive movement detected in that perimeter monitoring. Biped creature approaches facility, deployed servitors. Cuba pacified. Incidents monitored without engagement. 2008 incidents involving security responses. 9. Intended for intruder. Logging technical review request information technology RE report 100. 20th of November 2068. Intruder 32 returns to war room, starts fire with intruders 30, 31, 33. Intruder 34 is providing them with a meal. Logging requisition request for additional servitors following abduction of core servitors 005 to 10 by intruder 11. Request has been logged 1500 times. Priority elevated. Attempted to wake remaining servitors. Wake attempt resulted in failure and incidents monitored without engagements 7,242. Intruders involved in security. Incidents involving security responses 15 incidents. Incidents with failed security responses 1. Incidents with inability to respond 4,000. Children are classified as deceased. 26th of August 2102. System wake up complete. Acquexing database. No new imbibition since catastrophic failure reported at 1606 2170 623. Improvers 6973 logged in Warburg. Servitors knob responding in to wake up instructions monitoring. Intruder 71 has been fully repaired, monitoring Sibbons. Intruder 69 has gained access monitoring systems. Self diagnostics complete. Servitors 0, 103, 22 and 601 present, but unresponsive. Primary power unresponsive. Secondary power at 20%. Primary processing reports all good. 10th of May 2107. Intensive movement detected at Puebla. Intruder 159 logged and approaching. Intruder 158 detects Intruder 159 and returns to barracks. Various intruders seem perturbed and barricade door to barracks. Intruder 159 Retrieved after accessing wardrobe and armory. Servitors remain unresponsive. Intruder 156 departs barracks, enters brig, and accesses computer terminal. Horrible intruders. Trooper 156 is in noon and generator respab. Power coming online. Servitors waking weather alert. Some bad metadata kept from the file filtering properly. You're now able to easily repair it. 14th of the 2nd, 1999. Radio signals reconstructed to partial bursts over the past 2 months. Transcript follows. Good people of Arizona, we, the remaining officers of the 249th Engineering Battalion, have been unable to contact our leaders at Forcecom for too long. I have come to the unfortunate conclusion that our government has fallen. Every one of us has joined the army to protect the people of these United States, and even in the US is no more. We intend to continue to protect you to the best of our ability. We've heard your cries for help over the radio and want you to know help is coming. Keep calling, shelter in place, and stay strong. We're on our way. That's the Rangers. The message will repeat. That's the message from the Rangers. Recover some more security logs. You fix overwrite error and start this log and become eligible. 21st of March 1998. Citadel Star Station report confirmed. Anti-ballistic countermeasures armed. Alert status raised to red. NORAD tracking confirms multiple incoming contact signals. Protective countermeasures allocated to high priority targets. Personnel ordered to report to assigned start stations in shelters. Cornard confirms countermeasures in local area 95% effective. Cannot raise communication with NORAD HQ or PACCOM. Cannot raise communication with White House. Revised estimates of success rate. Countermeasures outside the local area 5%. Alert status remains red. So that's the war. Creepy doll. You found a creepy doll. Creepy dolls are dolls that are creepy but are grant powerful party. White bones is simply collecting them to benefit you and the rest of the next game. Cool, Rachel. I've got a perk. What's going on?
Well, this must have been the mess hall. Better get this up and running pronto. Keeping your people well fed is probably the easiest way to keep them loyal.
Touch repair free. Okay.
Please, don't shoot.
Woman is gout, her clothes are ragged, and she's surrounded by a group of draggled vagrants who watch you with fear and mistrust.
Who are you? You're not dressed like the marshals.
We're the Rangers. Who are you?
I'm Del Hackett, and I speak for these people. We've been living here for months, and we've got nowhere to go. Please, will you let us stay?
Bad idea. I've been in their shoes, but this is a military base. If we have squatters everywhere, it'll be hard to keep discipline. Your recruits won't like it either.
The Patriarch's people don't care about people like us. But you're not beholden to them.
She shoots a fearful look at Quan, but he doesn't seem to notice. Where are you from?
We all farmed in the border country between Colorado and the plains. Thought we were safe out there, under the Patriarch's protection. Back then, the gangs feared the Patriarch. Not anymore. They burned our greenhouses and killed everyone who tried to fight them. No place left to run but here, for any of us.
Did you set off the security systems?
Not intentionally. The Patriarch's people drove up to the base a few days ago, so we hid in here for a while. Then when Andy went to check if they left, all the doors slammed shut and the alarms started whooping. Don't know what happened. Been living in these ruins for weeks, and we never set anything off before.
Why can't you live in the city?
We're not welcome there. They already have too many mouths to feed, and more are always coming.
Alright, you can stay.
Your call. Won't make the volunteers happy, but the Patriarch put you in charge, not them.
You said yes. I was sure you wouldn't.
The refugees' hugged faces break into smiles. A few of them hug each other.
We won't be any trouble, I promise, and we'll help out wherever we can. Thank you for giving us a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, and one of our people is missing. Andy. If you find him hiding out somewhere, you send him back to us. Hear that, everyone? We gotta make ourselves useful around here.
I think I'm going to stop it here and we'll continue searching this base. So, thank you very much for watching. Save. I've actually done much, but yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you in part 3. Thank you very much for watching.